In this video, I'll show you how to write a JavaScript in a command bar. And this time we are going to write a command with regards to showing prompt to a user. So prompt will have a text box, which will have some input entries. You can override the input entries and then you can submit that result. So in the last exercise, what I've done is like I have created a simple model driven app. I have edited a new tab. I've gone into the view area and then edited command bar and edited in the main form command bar. Now once you do that, you will be presented with the screen. I have already created a split button as you see over here, all JavaScript, and it had a couple of commands. Okay, so we'll create another section. Now this is a group, basically alert and confirm, and then there are commands within it. So I'm gonna select the root one, and then I will say I want to create a group. Okay, now this group I will name it as prompt. So this group I'll name it as prompt, and I will add a command within the prompt. So make sure that you select this. Okay, so when you this is a down arrow, that means you have selected. Then go ahead and click on command. So once you click on command, the command button will be within that prompt, and you just name it as show prompt. Okay, now I can pick an icon. So let me pick some icon over here, and this will show a prompt. So what we are going to do, we are going to run a JavaScript. Now we need to select the library. I have already uploaded this library JS command bar, which I'm going to use. Okay, now in case you haven't uploaded any library, you can go ahead and create your own JavaScript and then upload that. So I'll show you the JavaScript which I have written previously. So I have written JavaScript with regards to alert, with regards to confirm message box. So I'm going to use that same file. Okay, now say let's assume this is your plain simple file. So for that, what you need to do, in order to show a prompt, you just write a function and say show prompt. So any name will do. And here we just need to say put some prompt, okay, to the user. Now the prompt is, so how do you write a prompt? So I'll just say prompt, and I'll say, can you please let me know your name? Okay, so this is just like a question to the user. Okay, now this is just a question, but then if user wants to know in what format I need to type in, I will just give an example like, okay, in double quotes you just say John Doe. So take for example, if your first name and last name is displayed like this, you just go ahead and type in, and then that's it. You will be able to submit that response. So and put a semicolon. So this is how it will display. But then what I want is like I want to grade the user on basis of the response which I receive. Okay, so in order to do that, I will take this in a variable. Okay, so maybe I'll just call it as person, where person equal to prompt, can you please let me know, let me know your name, and person object basically will store the response. And I will just write a simple command. I'll just say if person equal to say null, if user didn't type anything, or if say user hasn't typed anything, or if user has typed blank. Okay, so I'll just put a double equal to, then do something. Okay, so then I'll just say, so I'll just put an alert message box and just say you did not type in a response. Okay, so this is in case of user didn't type in anything. If the user has typed in any something, so I'll just try to display that. So I'll just say alert, and I'll say hello, put some space, and then add append to the string. I'll just put the response from the user, and I'll put a double quotes, and I'll say, how are you doing today? Okay, so I'm just greeting the user with the command prompt, a simple prompt basically. And I can put a semicolon, and that's it. Okay, so just to reiterate how to show a prompt, so we are asking user for some input here, and Here we are writing some text so that user knows in what format I'm expecting an input, like a first name and a last name. And we are taking that in a variable, and then we are checking if it's null or if it's blank. You just say you did not type in a response. Else you just say, hello person, how are you doing today? So I'll just put this as space. Okay, so that's it. So this is the function. So I'll just copy this. I'll save this JS. Okay, now post you save this JS, you make sure that you upload that JS back. So I've already created a solution, and then I've referenced the web resource. Or maybe in your case, you can start uploading that JS. Now here, if you have already uploaded a JS, you just choose to override that JS. So I'm just overwriting that JS over here. I click on save. Now this is saving. Once it is saved, you just select this and then do a publish. So this is how you basically publish the information. Now remember the JS name, the function name is show prompt. So we're going to copy this and then go over here and then select the file, the JS command bar from the library, and put a function name show prompt. And this is how you can show a prompt. So I'll just click on save and publish. This publishing will take some time. Okay, so if it takes time, so it will show you this message over here, and then post publishing also it will show you some message over here on the middle section of the screen showing that we are still publishing parts of the app. Okay, so you may have to wait. And then as you see over here, it says we are still publishing parts of your app, so that means it's still getting published in the backend. Now you, even if you do a multiple refresh, you'll not be able to see the information. But once this message is gone, then you can go ahead and execute the application. Okay, so it's still there, so we'll just wait for a couple of minutes. And it's gone now, so I'll just again, I'll just close this, and then I can run a play from here. So I can navigate to any of the record. And this is the message box which I did for my previous exercise, so just ignore this. So here, as you see over here, we have this split button, and then we have added this group prompt, show prompt. So if I click on show prompt, it is asking me, can you please let me know your name? And then it is pre-filling this entry. Now why it is pre-filling the entry? Because we have already written the JavaScript for this. So can you please let me know your name? And then this is the pre-filled entry. So if you don't type anything, it will say you did not type in a response. If you type in, it says how are you doing today along with your name. So I'll just not put anything, and I'll say okay, and I say you did not type in a response. So it has recognized that I haven't typed anything. But if I again go back, show prompt, and then this time I'll say Girish Uppal. Okay, and then I'll say okay, and then it will display this dynamic value. So this is the input which we have just put in the prompt, and it is rendering this information. So what are the use cases for this application is like, if you want to ask for a response from a user, and if you do not want to use the form to take that response, you can use this. Okay, so and you can ask user for some input, and then you can take that input and then put that input in, say, some value or field over here. Okay, so if I ask for a mineral name to be changed, people can type in the information, and then I will go ahead and make that dynamic change. Okay, so these are some of the use cases which you can do using the prompt option. Okay, so that's it folks. This is all about showing prompt within the command bar using JavaScript. Thanks for watching.